So the Zombie Sonics made national headlines when they appeared at the NBA Finals. Some say they cursed Oklahoma City.
Coming up next, the director of Sonicsgate joins us to discuss the Zombie Sonics movement and the hopes for a new arena here. Good morning. Good to have you with us here on Q13 Fox News this morning. Chris Isaac, 56 today.
That's a typo.
I know.
There's no way he's 56.
There's no way. He's looking good. Well, fans of the late, sorry, that's personal. I live there. Fans of the late Seattle Supersonics are finally seeing a glimmer of hope for bringing NBA basketball back as Seattle's proposed arena makes its way through the political gauntlet now.
And I'd say, obviously the last several weeks have been particularly trying for local basketball fans, watching the team that was stolen from us reach the NBA Finals, ultimately falling to the Miami Heat. So the creators of the acclaimed documentary Sonicsgate made national headlines last week, appearing at Game 4 of the Finals dressed as Zombie Sonics, giving voice to the pain that so many of us feel and bringing much needed attention to the issue of bringing the NBA back to Seattle. And joining us now is one of those Zombie Sonics, the director of Sonicsgate, Jason Reid. Nice work, my friend. That was well played. Showing up at that game dressed like that and getting the seats that you got. That was terrific. So what was the reaction from the Heat fans? And I guess you probably ran into some Oklahoma City fans as well.
Yeah, I mean, the Heat fans were overwhelmingly supportive of the cause. You know, it's been widely been reported that Washington State and Florida were the only two states going for the Heat. So when we showed up, we were swarmed with people, hundreds of photos being taken, and Miami fans were in full support. Now, you know, we got down to our seat and we were right behind the Thunder bench. There were a lot of Thunder fans behind us. We had some guys yelling, you know, losers, go home, get a life. Luckily, we had Miami fans there standing up for us. They said, you know, that is actually their life. They make films and they're here promoting their cause. And, you know, we had the support of the Miami fans. So it was an interesting scene to be a part of.
So you were down in Miami after the Heat had won the championship. In the midst of that victory celebration, that had to have been really weird, being yay and yay, because we don't have a team, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting position that Seattle sports fans have been put into, especially with the Thunder doing so well. I mean, we were down there to root for Miami and really root against the Thunder, because if the Thunder win, then Clay Bennett wins. And so we were there to make a stand. It was really weird. We're huge NBA fans. You know, that's why we've been working so hard for years and years and years. So to get to go and experience that game was so exciting. At the same time, it's bittersweet because that should have been the Seattle Supersonics playing the Heat. Now, to get to experience the celebration of a city winning the NBA Finals, I can only say that deserves to happen in Seattle. It was an incredible experience to be a part of, and we need to get this done.
I remember it very well in 1979. I'd love to see it happen again.
No, speaking of that, I mean, we all have watched poor Bill even try to get through a story about basketball. He can't do it. He's so bitter.
I'm a little bitter.
And a lot of people feel the same way you do.
Yeah.
You know, longtime Sonics fans, we're feeling a little bitter about, you know, our team going away. Oklahoma City fans, do they have any perspective on how the deal went down? Do they have any opinions on that, or do they just not really think about it?
We ran into a mixed bag of things. You know, there's some people who are just basically get over it. It's been 4 years, move on. There's other people like a blogger from Loud City, an Oklahoma City Thunderblog. I interviewed him for an hour or so, and he was very supportive. He even offered me some seats next year in Oklahoma, row 13 behind the hoop. So be watching next year. We may be making an appearance in Oklahoma City. So it's a mixed bag. I think they realized, you know, that the team was stolen and it kind of came to them poorly. But the same way that if we get a team, we're going to support the team if they come here. It's not our fault as fans. It's not their fault as fans to be supporting the team. Just the same way, if we get a team, it's not our fault. It's just the rules of the game, and we're here to bring NBA back to Seattle, whatever way is possible.
And raising some national attention, which is great. Now, there was some talk on social media about having a Miami Heat victory parade in Seattle with the Zombie Sonics leading the way. Is there any discussion about this actually happening?
You know, I've heard some rumors floating around on Twitter. I know there is a zombie parade on July 7th in Fremont. You know, I'd encourage any Sonic fans to go put on their old jerseys, dress up as zombies, and the more awareness we can spread for this, both nationally and locally, to try to push the city council and the county council to push this Chris Hansen Arena deal done. It's too good of a deal to ignore.
Now, they're going to be voting on this next month, and I hate to, we've been knocking on wood this entire interview. Every time we start to get our hopes up a little bit, something else happens that makes us think, oh my gosh, wait, this actually could happen. Is it safe? Is it a safe bet that we have the votes if in both of those councils to move this forward?
Well, I don't think it's ever a safe bet until the votes come through. I think it's important for Sonic fans and supporters of this to continue to email the city council and the county council. There's still some detractors there, like Pete von Reichbauer and a few others. I think that this is a great chance, though, for Sonic fans to kind of come behind this. You know, we're the zombie Sonics, so we're multiplying. And the city council and the King County Council need to realize the large contingency of people who support this plan. And when you have people like CEO of Microsoft, Steve Ballmer, and the Nordstrom brothers, and you have the mayor and the King County executive, and tens of thousands of Sonics fans behind it, the wave of momentum is so strong right now. I think that it is, you know, hopefully going to happen, knock on wood.
Yes.
But, you know, we need to keep the pressure on. The city council has a chance to redeem themselves. They voted to approve the Mayor Nichols, you know, settlement that allowed the team to go.
Yeah.
They have a shot of redemption here, and if they don't take advantage of this, they may feel it in the voting polls.
Real quick, what's your next project? What are you working on now?
I'm working on two documentaries that my friends Ian Connors and Dave Olson are directing. One is The Kicker. It's a documentary on NFL kickers that's going to be coming out. And then K2 Siren of the Himalayas. And it's a documentary about a group of climbers in 2009 who tried to summit the second largest peak, K2, in Pakistan. We're actually running a Kickstarter for that campaign, trying to raise some money for the finishing costs. You can go to k2documentary.com for that. And, you know, we're really excited to get both these done in 2012. Then I got some exciting stuff up my sleeve for my next directorial project.
I love it. Jason Reid, thank you for joining us. And if you want to learn more about Jason's latest projects, head to Q13Fox.com. You'll find links to his new works there.
We can zombify and get all excited. You have me all excited
we need the brains.
now, Jason.
Need brains.
Let's check in with MJ for weather. How we look at MJ?